Hi there, Fundamentals of Design class. Here is slideshow 4, and we're starting off with a very wonderful greenery called Myrtle. It's a tall, linear greenery, and it has a really nice fragrance. So it's great in tall arrangements. It's also great in centerpieces that you want to make long and low. So the next flower is hanging amaranthus. It's a very unique looking flower and always kind of gets oohs and ahs from customers. It comes in red and green. It ranges in price from $3 to $5 a stem. It's most readily available in the fall. There's also an upright version of amaranthus, but I don't have a photo of that, but you'll see it around the shop this fall. Stock is a very commonly used flower in the floral industry. It comes in shades of purples and lavenders, pinks, dark pink, light pink, white, peach. Gotcha. I think that's it. I usually run it $3 or $4 a stem, and it's available pretty much year round. It's fragrant, and it's kind of a clumpy flower like hydrangea, but smaller than hydrangea. The only thing is it's kind of short lasting. It's, I would say, of all the more commonly used flowers in the industry, it's definitely a shorter lifespan flower, right around 3 or 4 days compared to most are 5 to 7 days. Italian Pittosporum is a wonderful greenery because of its small, delicate looking leaves, and the branches are very slender and flexible. It adds a lot of interest to an arrangement because of the size and shape and color of the leaves. This one is a variegated type because you can see that it has like cream edge and green centers. There's another type of Pittosporum that's really super common to the industry, and I don't have a picture of it, but this one's more popular. It's, I don't know, $3 a stem for a nice big branch, and it's mostly available year-round. Eryngium, also called blue thistle, is a nice flower when you want something that is bluish teal. And most of the time, the flowers are not sharp. They're actually quite soft, although one of the types that I was getting from Green Gable Gardens was actually kind of sharp. But I think it's really fun to have blue thistle in an arrangement against something soft and petally like roses or peonies, because you have these soft, voluminous flowers, and then you have a flower that visually looks sharp, and so it provides a lot of contrast. Gotcha. It runs $3 a stem. I think it's pretty much available year-round. I can't think of when it's not available, but the local type is available through the summer.
Make a piece where you're like, this wouldn't even have mattered, but you know, when you make a piece over here.
Gerber daisies, commonly called gerbs, are a super common flower in the floral industry. They come in a variety of colors, from pinks, peaches, oranges, yellows, whites, purples, magenta, pretty much everything but blue and green. And there are 3 different types of Gerber daisies, 3 different main types. There's this full size, there's a mini gerb, and then there's a micro gerb. So you can have those 3 different sizes. The full size ones, usually I do $3 or $4 a stem. The minis like $1 or $2, and then the micro ones like $1 or $2. And they're available pretty much year round. Scabiosa is a unique flower. It has the center part, which, I don't know, reminds me of a raspberry or something, and then these soft, delicate petals. It comes in whites and purples and pinks. There's a real pretty one that's almost like a blue, like a periwinkle, like a light bluish purple. It's available year-round. The best kind, of course, is available in the summer, but I want to say you can get it on the world market year-round. It's $2 or $3 a stem, depending on the size of the blossoms. Here I have a purple Scabiosa. It doesn't have the great big petals like the last one. That's it. Aspidestra is a tropical leaf that is nice and long. It's about 12 or 14 inches long, 5 or 6 inches wide, and it looks wonderful in tropical arrangements as well as what I would call European arrangements. You can use the leaves in a really interesting way just as they are, or you can loop them around. Also in European arrangements, what is kind of fun is to loop them around in the bottom of a vase. You've probably seen that often. They come in this variegated color like you see here. They also come in solid green. They also come in a hot pink and green variegated color, and they're $3 a stem. Calla lily. So there's two main types of calla lilies. There's these full-size white ones like you see here, and then there are also what we call mini callas, and those come in really unique bright colors like dark eggplant purple. There's one that's called Picasso, which has a dark eggplant purple at the center, and then it graduates out to white on the edges. Oranges, rust, mango, yellow, even white. Mini callas, one of the prettiest white ones called Crystal Blush. They run anywhere from $5 to $7 a stem, and they're pretty much available year-round. The last three flowers in the video are flowers that are mostly available in the spring, like right around Mother's Day, starting with peony. Peonies are a wonderful Oregon-grown flower, and they have a very small, round head that opens up into an amazing, ruffly, beautiful blossom. The funny thing is when they come in fresh and tight, the diameter of the flower is only about 1 inch, but when they're fully blown open, they can be up to 5 inches, and they increase in size dramatically. And they come in mostly whites and pinks, different shades of, I guess, hot pink and burgundy. And like I said, mostly their Oregon harvest is from about early May through like mid-June is what I would say. It depends on the weather, but that's the typical time. And they run $5 a stem, up to $7, $8, or $9 a stem for the really fancy ones. Ranuncula is another flower that I would categorize as a spring flower because the best ones are grown locally, and we get them pretty much the similar time as peonies. They have a little bit longer harvest. I would say mid-May through the end of June is the Oregon time for ranunculas. They are available on the worldwide market though, like even right now here in the fall. So, and they come in an array of colors: whites, pinks, reds, bluish purple, orange, yellow. There's a nice variety of colors that they come in. To me, they almost look like a small version of a peony. And surprisingly, ranunculas are pretty hardy. So they're about $3 or $4 a stem. Tulips, definitely a spring flower. They are going to come into harvest. Actually, we can start getting tulips from Green Gable Gardens in right before Christmas. But mostly their harvest begins in like February and then runs through, I'd say, April maybe. And we actually have access to one of America's best tulip farms in Green Gable Gardens just down the road in Philomath. And they're pretty much every color except blue. There's so many different kinds. There's standard tulips, parrot tulips, ruffled tulips, and generally they run $2 or $3 a stem, two most of the time. So this is the final flower in this week's flower identification. See you soon.